Well, I should listen to you.
Well, Butch won't bother you again.
Yeah, well, I'm not hanging around to find out.
Me and Luke have seen him off before.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me if Luke wanted him to be best man.
Give it a rest, will you?
You can mess up your lives, but you're not going to mess up mine.
You chose to come back.
Oh, don't I know it? The biggest mistake I ever made.
Well, go on. Run back to Mum and Dad, then.
That's exactly what I intend on doing, Luke. And I don't think they're going to be too happy when they hear about you and Tina.
You won't tell them, will you?
Not so smug now, are you? I thought it was going to be so good when I came back.
It still can be, Jess. I want you to stay.
Look, nothing's the same.
Hiya.
Hi.
That's it, I'm sorry, I've got to.
Well, look, I'll take the day off work. We can talk.
Just don't, Biff.
Then I'll walk with you.
Look, I'm sorry.
Jess!
Look, I'll write or something.
Jess!
She'll probably be back in 10 minutes.
And what are you getting out of this?
Anyone can stick a couple of tables outside a cottage and call it Yay Old Country Tea Room. I want to do it properly. You know, make it feel permanent, as if it really belongs to Emmerdale.
Yeah, well, don't you overstretch yourself.
I want to get it designed properly.
It'll cost.
Is anyone working round here?
We were just about...
Where's Biff?
He's around somewhere.
He isn't.
Oh, I forgot. I told him to go and have a look up at gate up at Colton Road.
You're still being paid to work too?
See you later.
You do these, Terry?
Sure. Where are you going?
Leeds.
This place don't run itself, you know.
I'm sure you'll manage.
I'm sure he will.
Hey, where are you going to Leeds for, any road?
I'm going on a spree, a shopping extravaganza, and I'm all tooled up. I've got credit cards, store cards, checkbooks.
They're all in joint name.
That's right, lover. I thought I'd help you spend some of your profits from your exotic enterprises in the village hall.
What profits?
Make you feel less of a creep for being so sly about it.
All right, well, don't go mad.
Alan, I couldn't borrow the car, could I? I might have lots of bags.
Well, I'm afraid I might be using it later.
Oh, that's a relief. I'd hate to think we could cram him back a Range Rover.
Don't worry, I'll get a cab back. See you, love.
Don't get run over. It's not fair. She spends it, I just earn it.
When?
Are you flitting?
Hello, Betty.
You all right, love? Sorry. Daft question.
I'm going back to Mum and Dad.
Oh, Jessica, love. They're not worth crying over. Wait while I see that Biff.
It's not Biff. It's everything.
Everything named Dingle. Aye, well, I have to say it, love, but I just can't understand your Luke.
Yeah, well, as he keeps pointing out, it's his life.
And it's your life, too, and you mustn't let people ruin it.
Do you think I should stick it out here, Betty?
Hey, lass, I'm just an interfering old busybody.
No, honestly, tell me.
If I was you, I'd go. Move on. See what else there was on offer. There's always train back if you need it. What's that for?
Interfering.
Oh, give off.
Morning, girls. You have somewhere exciting?
She is. London.
Oh, you lucky devil. Hey, take me with you. I'm only allowed as far as Leeds.
Come on, Jessica, love. Now, you take care of yourself, Jessica.
And you. Thanks, Betty.
Hi.
Yeah, not overdoing it, I hope.
It's you that's come in for the repeat prescription.
I'll tell you something, Rachel. That new life that you've got inside you is far more important than an old codger like me.
Oh, listen to Methuselah.
You know what I mean. What you and Chris have is precious.
I know.
How long is it now?
You know to the day.
6 weeks.
The sooner the better.
I've been thinking it's about time we got you booked in somewhere. They say Connaughton Grange is really good.
That's private, isn't it?
Of course, you don't have to worry about the cost. It'll be mine and Kim's present to you both.
Actually, Frank, I've already made arrangements. Hot and General. It's got a very good reputation. Most of our patients go there.
I'm sure. Well, if you change your mind.
Frank, you forgot this.
Biff. You've been fixing a gate.
Hey?
Well, if Kim asks.
All right.
What's up?
Jess has gone back to her folks.
Oh, well, it was bound to happen sooner or later.
The daft thing is, I only went out with her again to do Luke a favour. She'd been giving him earache over Tina. Should have just let him get on with it.
Hey up, it's Sir Lancelot, the knight in shining armour who saved Jessica from getting a dingling in the wool pack.
Is that supposed to be funny?
Jessica's left. She's gone back down to London.
Well, for good. Oh, Biff, I'm sorry, mate. Still, it's not the end of the world, is it?
Have you got any more bits of homespun advice? Plenty more fish in the sea?
Come on, Biff. Nick's only trying to help. Here's a novel idea. Suppose we all go and do a bit of work.
Well, that's a great bit of homespun advice, isn't it?
Well, here's management.
Come on, just for a couple of hours. We'll meet for a pint this lunchtime, eh?
That's next Monday at 2:30 then. All right, bye.
I wiped my feet this time. The other day, George and me, we both had dirty feet. Well, paws in his case. You weren't too pleased.
Wasn't I? Well, the surgery's new. Look, I'm sorry if I was... You should have wiped your feet.
Well, I have this time. A lesson well learned. How is he? George? After the op?
Good as new. Sorry, what's the name again?
George.
No, your name.
It's the Weir account. I'm Dog's body.
Right, I'll fetch him.
Terrific.
I'll be back in a minute.
I can't wait.
Hello, love.
Hi. A dry wet wine and soda, please.
Spritzer for the lady, Jan. Yeah, you know, it's the saddest sight in the world. A beautiful woman drinking alone.
You're meeting our Dave, Kathy?
Yeah, any minute.
Ah, just get empties.
Thanks, Jan.
Oh, it gets worse.
Hey, I knew it'd end in tears. Oh, what?
Poor Jessica Mac, beside herself she was. Stood at the bus stop like little orphan Annie. She's going back to her mum and dad.
Oh, no, the dingle's got too much for her then.
She asked for my advice, of course. Auntie Betty, she said, 'cause we always were close. I think you're the only one I can trust. You're the only person in the world I can turn to. So I told her. I said, you go. You get on that bus and you don't look back. Well, Auntie Betty, she said, I will. Hey, Jan, give us a port and lemon. I feel as though I've lost a daughter.
Here comes your intimate lunch date.
Hi, sis.
I'm surprised you've not brought the local cricket team.
Oh, they're outside, checking the boxes.
We've done ours.
Well, it didn't take long, did it?
Here, look, get us a pint.
Oh, hello, Biffo, or whatever it is they call you. That's right, you enjoy yourself.
What have I done?
That's all right. Don't you worry. I've picked up the pieces.
You get days like this sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Any day ending in Y. I'll have a pint.
Right, pint.
I mean, what's the village hall used for? Occasional whist drive and a dance every Preston guild.
Well, your attempt to introduce a slice of culture hardly set the place alight, did it?
Oh, I don't know. One or two of them dancers could have set me alight. If they'd asked nicely.
With all due respect, tacky striptease isn't the sort of thing for a village like this.
Nah, you're right. Hey, I know this belting blue comic from Otley. Plays a rugby club circuit.
Nah.
No, you're right. They wouldn't appreciate a class act round here. I'll tell you what, though. That village hall could be a right little gold mine. If I could just come up with the right idea. What do you reckon?
Let me give you a tip. First rule of business, don't ever share your ideas. Too many unscrupulous people about.
You're right, Eric. Thanks.
It was a small, non-malignant tumour. He'll be fine.
Terrific.
Just try and keep the wound clean and dry. The leaflet gives you the basic do's and don'ts.
Leaflet.
Linda?
All right.
And just get in touch if there's any problems.
Great, thanks.
Is there something else?
Would you mind if I asked your receptionist out?
What? Is this a wind-up?
Just for a drink or something?
Well, don't look at me.
All right, then.
Good. Well, that was pretty painless, wasn't it, George? I'll call you.
Tell me something, sis. Why is it you've got all these plans and ambitions and I'm doomed to be washing plant pots and weeding for the rest of my days?
You should have married Chris, then you'd have got for a nice settlement.
Hey, I'm only getting what I'm entitled to. Do you mind?
Yeah, I know. Any road, you might have decided to stick with him.
Can you imagine?
It's not one, it's the other.
Do you know what time it is?
Yes, I'm on a late lunch.
We've just got here.
Well, pity you didn't tell the client that's turned up for a lesson. She's been waiting over half an hour.
She was late. I was the one who was hanging about.
That's what you're paid to do. Fit in with our clients. Not expect them to accommodate you.
Well, for your information, I'm sick of accommodating your clients and I'm sick of accommodating you.
I beg your
You
pardon.
can stuff your job as from now.
Oh, don't we need more of that, us girls speaking up for ourselves? Let me buy you a drink.
Oh, cheers, Betty. I'll have a pint.
Down, Rover. Just Kathy.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, sir?
I was looking for Britt Woods.
Well, she's out shopping this morning, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, Terry Woods?
Terry's here. Terry, yeah, it's for you.
Terry Woods.
Depends.
No, I'm not the tax man.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Squire. You know my name?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Ronnie Slater.
No, sorry, pal, you're drawing a blank. Well, I meet so many folk, you know, being a sportsman and in this trade.
I'm your father-in-law. Britt's dad.
He's not usually lost for words.
You're supposed to be dead.
I can't say things were easy between us before she left.
You weren't dead, though.
She didn't get on with Doris, my second wife, God rest her.
I'm sorry.
How do you know Britt? You probably know her better than I do by now. Always had a mind of her own.
Hadn't changed.
Her stepmom couldn't do right for doing wrong. There I was, stuck between the two people I loved. Well, I obviously got it wrong. I'd never knowingly hurt my little Britt, but she felt rejected.
Ah, but you've come to make up to her now.
Think I'm doing the right thing?
Of course you are, Ronnie. It's never too late.
I often wondered how she was doing, worried about her. I can see there was no need. She's a lucky girl, Terry.
I'm not doing so bad neither.
Terry Woods. When I found out the name of the man she'd married, I never dreamt it'd be the Terry Woods, a winged wonder of Farsley.
Oh, give over.
Well, mustn't keep you from your work. You're not built up a successful business like this sitting back here.
Stay as long as you like, Ronnie. Britt will be back. When? I don't know. You know what they're like when they're shopping.
I'll be getting off.
Hey, wait till I tell her who's been.
Oh, no, don't tell her.
Well, you coming back in then?
Yeah, but I'd like to surprise her.
As long as I'm there to see her face.
I'll call in tomorrow then.
Hi. Mum's a word. Oh, Dad, in this case. I'll see you out.
Right.
There's gratitude. Your mum sends me trailing out to get you a treat, you don't even touch it. And don't tell me he's heartbroken. He's ungrateful.
I'll have that.
I hope it chokes you.
At least he's not wasting it.
You set me up with that, Jessica.
Hey, don't blame me if she didn't fall for your charms.
You told me she fancied me.
She might have been playing hard to get. So hard she jumped on next train to London.
I'll do you.
See, it's what you call psychology. I mean, you might have been coming over as being too keen.
Ah, like a rat up a drain pipe.
You shouldn't have had that wash, Butch.
I mean, I've told you the facts of life, son. What other advice can I give you?
Get a bag on your head. No, come on, love. Come on. Yeah, I'll help your mum with this. Come on now.
What is it?
It's the wedding list. Suppose I can cross Jessica off.
When I think of how I supported Kathy through a breakup with Chris, trying to stay loyal to her and the family.
At least you know you've done the right thing.
Yet she's suddenly got this notion that she's a businesswoman. Talk about a bit of power corrupting.
Where's she setting up?
Couldn't care less.
There is a positive side to this.
Yes, I won't have to have anything more to do with her.
It's ironic. We've given her more than a settlement. We've given her confidence, self-belief.
Oh, great. So we're to blame.
So she's not going to cling on to Chris and make the divorce messy.
Well, it's still unforgivable the way she's carrying on.
Oh, I think I can forgive Kathy anything at the moment. As long as Chris is free to marry Rachel before the baby arrives.
Is that all that matters to you?
I think it's pretty important to all of us.
Well, if she's gone, I better cancel her magazine.
Oh, I could write a book about that family, and mind you, some of the things I've seen, it'd be banned.
What have you seen then, Betty?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Discretion's always been my watchword, mind you. Sometimes I used to wonder who was shacked up with who. I mean, I went round there one morning and the Glover's lads standing in the kitchen in the raw, large as life.
Large as life, eh?
Oh, I didn't look.
What are you saying?
We're saying that you look like a goldfish stuck behind there.
What the devil's the matter with him?
He's a goldfish.
Ah. Right. What can I get you, Eric? Well, behaving like a human being would do for a start. Here I am, back to normal. Yes, it'll have to do, won't it? I believe you're responsible for the letting of the village hall.
That is one of my many spheres of influence, yes.
Well, is it available for hire?
More often than not. Well, especially now that the men's nights have been postponed.
Cancelled?
Yes. Interested?
Yeah, possibly.
What's the action then?
Early days yet.
You're looking for a partner, are you?
Well, if I'm ever in need of a goldfish impersonator, I'll give you a call.
You've obviously had a fruitful day, Brent.
Brilliant. Are you going to ask me how much I spent?
You're worth every penny, cupcake.
You've been up to something, haven't you? You've had one of them strippers back here.
As if I would. It were Al. What? He would have won with Visitor. Him and Lady Wearing back here, cosies you like.
Supping stout.
Ah, well, you know what these knobs are like. You like roughing it now and again.
Are you having me on?
As if I would tell her, Al.
Yes, that's right.
Well, you certainly know how to treat a lady, don't you, Alan?
She actually believes that I'd serve up stout to Vanessa. Why didn't you tell her father had been?
He wants to surprise her.
Well, he might have warned me.
Sorry.
Rather than imply I came from the Seth Armstrong School of Social Etiquette.
All he's doing is giving you the choice. You chose Hot and General. That's your decision. Dad'll respect that, just as I do.
I'm not being awkward for the sake of it.
But
I don't want Frank to give me anything.
it sounds like you're being a bit awkward to me.
Oh, maybe. Look, I don't want to fall out with Frank or anyone. It's just, it would be so easy for everyone else to take over. I just don't want that to happen.
I know, but you can't stop him being excited about becoming a grandfather.
Oh, I don't want to do that. It's just a...
Sorry. You'll soon be able to have your meaningful discussions without interruption.
What a shame. Your unscheduled appearances add an exciting dimension to our relationship.
Well, you'll have to find something else. I'm moving into the flat over my new business.
Oh, my God. Dear, can you get that?
If you want a chaperone, Roy, I'll go with you.
Only if you don't have to watch.
Hello. All right. I'm Danny. I've come to let Linda.
Yeah, come in. She's just tying herself up.
Evening.
Hi, evening.
Hi.
Mrs. Glover, this is just a little something for you.
Oh, well, you shouldn't. They nicked him from cemetery.
Right, shall we go?
Yeah, it was nice meeting you all.
Hi, likewise.
And I should have Linda back by 11 o'clock, if that's okay.
Well, fine. I'm smashing.
Look at you. It's as if Jess were never here.
Hey, don't blame us if she walked out on you.
It wasn't me she walked out on.
Of course it wasn't.
Where are you going? Out!
It would never have worked out between him and Jess, any road.
You don't know that. Your brother didn't help by getting heavy with her.
It had now to do with Butch. She knew.
You what?
She knew what Biff was like.
Meaning?
Nothing.
Tell me.
I'm not being accused of stirring it again. Forget I said out.
Oh, sure. You're talking about my sister and my best mate.
That time Jess walked in and found me and Biff together.
We had that out as a stupid misunderstanding.
Luke, I was covering for him. I didn't want to mess things up between you and him, or him and Jess. He was making a play for me. She blamed me, but she knew it was him, all right. She walked in and heard him telling me that he wanted me. That he wanted...
I never thought it could happen. Kathy getting out of here. We better get on with the wedding plans.
I mean, we don't want to hang about. Not now she's agreed to the divorce. You know, it feels to me like we're still dancing to her tune. She decides about the house. She decides about the divorce. This isn't about her. This is us. I mean, we stuck it out, and we got what we wanted. Now it's just going to be you, me, and the baby, in our own place. This is what I've been waiting for. It's...
Chris.
What's the matter?
I'm sorry, it just doesn't feel right.
What?
I don't want to marry you.
Not a happy chappy.
Well, his girlfriend just finished with him.
Oh, you know.
I know most people around here.
Should I ask him to join us?
No, look, he's probably best left on his own. I don't know you. I mean, I've not seen you around here before.
I've spent a fair bit of time away, you know, at school and travelling.
Oh, I'd love to travel.
Well, travelling's okay if you like going to interesting places. Better still with interesting people.
So, will you be going away again?
I hope not. There's no point in leaving somewhere when it's just getting interesting.
Mine's a pint.
Not come to buy you a drink.
What have I done now?
Tina's told me what a slimeball you really are.
Yeah, well, then I won't bother asking exactly what she's been saying about me.
I just can't believe I let you into my house and then you try something like that.
Give us a break, Luke. I've had enough grief for one day.
Shouldn't have tried it on with Tina then, should you?
You what?
You know what I'm saying.
I won't touch her with a 10-foot barge pole.
Don't start slagging her off. She's my girlfriend, right? I'm sick and tired of people, especially you, pulling her to pieces. Do you know I had to make her tell me what you did? She was trying to protect me.
Well, then, she's a proper little Mother Teresa, isn't she?
It's not clever anymore. I'm sick of your snide remarks. Are you jealous because you can't get your act together? Just get out of my face. Get you and your junk out of my house.
I'll tell you something, McAllister. I'd never pull a trick like that, not on a mate. But I don't know you anymore. Why don't you just wake up and see what she's doing to you? To you and me!
How long have you been up?
Ages. What time is it?
8:15.
4.5 hours to learn half the syllabus.
If you don't know it now, you never will.
Rubbish, I've got my crib notes, look. Still be learning stuff till the minute we go in. Oh, who am I kidding? This is never gonna work.
It's Biff, isn't it?
I just can't get over it. The big best mates act. Going out with my sister, moving in here, and all the time he's just sniffing after you.
Look, forget about it. I'll make you a coffee.
Oh, I see. Spying on the workers, are you?
I've come to ask the worker a favour, if you don't mind.
Oh, right, we'll fire away.
How are you fixed for putting Biff up for a few nights, just till he gets somewhere more permanent, like?
I thought he was staying at Luke's.
Yeah, he wasn't, until Tina stuck booting. She's been stirring it again. She told Luke that Biff had been giving it eye.
What, and he's gone and believed her?
Aye, love is blind.
I'm deaf and stupid in his case.
Anyway, how you fixed? One of my mum's doing a nut about him crashing on couch.
Yeah, well, it'd be on our couch and all.
Yeah, but there's only 2 of you.
No, there's 4 when Paula's over.
Oh, come on, this is the mate of ours we're talking about. Can't you put your love life on hold for 5 minutes?
You weren't saying that when you pinched that Sadie from underneath my nose. Anyway, it's not just Zach. You know what Frank's like. If he found out, he'd go off his head.
Dave!
What did I tell you?
So this is where you're hiding.
I'm not hiding anywhere.
Did you know that Kathy had put in a bid for the old school building on Church Lane? She's planning to turn it into a tea shop.
No.
That was one of the premises I sent you to view 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You said it was unsuitable.
It was for what you want.
Which is?
Reasonably priced properties or land suitable to be developed into holiday let accommodation.
Or commercial outlets to complement the holiday village and heritage farm trade.
You never said that.
Don't make excuses, Dave. Doesn't matter now anyway, because I viewed the premises myself, and I've decided they're exactly what I'm looking for. And what's more, I put in an offer this morning.
You said...
I've gazumped her. Simple as that.
So what is it you're planning? A sort of antiques roadshow?
No, not quite. Antique auctions.
Oh, very nice. I'm interested in antiques myself.
How interested? Only I'm looking for some assistance, you see. Someone to look after the gear, lend a hand when it's a few heavy pieces, spotted driving, that sort of thing.
How often?
A couple of times a week. It needs to be someone with a little sensitivity. I do a lot of house clearances. They'll need to know how to handle grieving relatives.
Sure. Well, as you know, I'm pretty much my own boss across the road, but sounds like a bit of a challenge. What sort of fee were you thinking?
£5 an hour?
I prefer to talk percentages myself. I'm a great believer in profit-related pay.
As in percentage of clear profit.
Yeah, that sounds more like it.
What would you say to 4%?
8.
5.
Done. How about we seal it with a pint at the Woolpack later?
Excellent.
Great stuff.
Works out about £3.50 an hour.
Hey, what do you think of this?
What about it?
Well, it's for you and your dad for a wedding.
You what? You're joking, Nellie.
What?
We'd look a right pair of plonkers stood outside Otten Town Hall dressed like that.
Who said out about the town hall? They're having a proper church do.
Since when?
Since now.
Mum, she's up the duff. We ate his guts, and they haven't got two halfpennies to rub together.
So?
So they'll have to make do with register office, same as everyone else. Good enough for us, weren't it?
Make do. She's my only daughter, and she's marrying a doctor.
She's marrying a murderer. Any road. He's only a poxy student.
I've said we're going to stand by her and we're going to do it in style. I'm going to phone her now. Tell her we'll meet him at Woolpack tonight, right? And get it sorted.
Count me out.
What are you doing?
Counting the men's suits. There's you, the bridegroom, the best man, but... Hey, do you think our Sam will be out by then?
He's not in.
Don't start. I've only come to pick up the rest of this stuff.
I bet you waited specially, didn't you, till you knew he'd gone?
Oh, yeah. So I could try and get you into bed again? In your dreams?
No, because you knew he'd kick you into next week if he found you.
Like he did with your Ben, you mean?
Get out of here!
Now you sit down and you listen! You might have filled Luke's head with a load of fairy tales, but it didn't wash with me. I know what your little game is.
My game?
Yeah. Picking at his mates and his family one by one till you've got him all to yourself. It's pathetic. And you are evil.
That's right, Beth. Get it out of your system.
He'll see through you soon enough. I'll make sure he does.
Key.
And when he does, you'll be out of that door before you know what's hit you. What mug'll have you then, eh? With a kid on your hands?
My mum's pigs might fly. Hey, what's with all the secrecy?
I didn't want anyone from home farm to see me.
Oh, yeah, what have you been up to?
I've got something to tell you, and you're not going to like it.
What?
Frank's got wind of your offer on tea rooms, and he's going mad at me for not recommending place to him when I first viewed it.
Well, that's his hard luck, isn't it?
No, it's not. He went to view it for himself this morning. He thinks it's perfect, and he's put a higher offer in.
Here's a pint, Britt, please. And a whiskey chaser as well.
Oh dear, one of those days, eh?
Right, it's one of them weeks, I think. Right, just dump this for us, will you?
How much?
He didn't say, but I had a look in his files. He's offered 10 grand more than you.
How much?
10.
I can't top that.
There. You having your hair done today?
Why? Does it need it?
No.
What, I only had my roots done last week. What's wrong with it?
Nothing. Nothing. I just thought you might fancy a trip to hairdressers, you know. Have a shampoo and set or something.
Set?
I'm sorry, Kathy. Where are you going?
Home. Well, I've still got a home. Frank brought me out of there as well, remember?
Sorry I spoke.
You still haven't mentioned her father's little visit, then?
No. Hey, I can't wait till he walks through that door tonight. It's killing me. You know, my mum used to say I couldn't hold my own water.
Hey, you're just in time for a cup of tea if you want one.
What was it, Chris? One last little joke for old time's sake?
OK, forget the tea.
Did you and Rachel cook this one up, or was it you and Frank? Oh, she's got all her money. Let's make damn sure she doesn't spend it.
What are you on about?
Don't come the innocent with me. I've had years of it, remember?
I'm on about the old schoolhouse in Church Lane. The place I was setting up as a tea shop. The place I gave up my job with Kim for.
What? Just slow down and start again. I haven't got a clue what you're on about.
I've put an offer in on a place in Church Lane.
The old schoolhouse, yeah.
Yes, I wanted to open a tea shop till your father got wind of it and decided to outbid me.
Dad?
That's right. He's just offered 10,000 more.
But he couldn't have known you were interested as well.
It's pure malice for daring to step out of line with the precious Tate clan.
come
Well,
on.
you can tell your dad I'm back in line now. Back at Mill Cottage, which is presumably where he wants me to be.
What?
The shop had a flat, Chris. Now I've lost the shop, I've lost the flat as well, so now it looks like you're stuck with me.
But you can't stay here. It was part of our agreement. What about Rachel and the baby?
You better talk to Frank about that, hadn't you?
Congratulations, Dad. I hear you're about to make a killing on a place in Church Lane.
Hello, son. Well, it's a bit early to say, yeah? But hardly a killing.
I suppose you put him up to this.
Up to what?
Gazumping Kathy. What was it? Revenge for telling you where to shove her job?
What are you talking about?
Oh, so you didn't know it was Kathy you were up against?
Yeah, I knew.
And you went ahead anyway?
It's good property. Besides, there's more to it than that.
Yeah, I thought there might be.
Since when were you so interested in Kathy's dealings? You're divorcing her, aren't you?
I'm interested when they start to affect me directly. I mean, didn't you think about what the consequences were, Dad?
What consequences?
If Kathy loses that shop, she also loses the flat, which means I'm stuck with her at Mill Cottage.
Tell her to find somewhere else. Tell her to find other premises for her tea rooms.
Listen, the baby's due in just over a month. I want her out of the way well before then.
Look, it's not that straightforward. I reckon Kathy got inside information about that shop. I reckon Dave Glover tipped her off.
Then sack him and let her have the shop anyway.
Oh, sound business sense.
We've just negotiated a very generous divorce settlement with Kathy.
Frank's right. She'd never have got as much as she did if you hadn't insisted on tying things up so quickly.
All the more reason for getting her out of our hair, for good.
All the more reason for not losing out on a very good deal on top of the money we're losing on the settlement.
If this is some clumsy show of loyalty to Kathy, it's a little late in the day, don't you think?
If I'm showing loyalty to anyone, it's to my girlfriend and to my child. But while Kathy's on the scene, there isn't a cat in hell's chance that Rachel will marry me. She wouldn't even consider it.
What? Even when the baby's born?
Not even then. So what it boils down to, Dad, is backing down and letting Kathy take the shop, or having an illegitimate grandchild.
You said what?
Said I'd do it. It'd only be once or twice a week. He's practically offered me a partnership.
Who's the postmaster of this place?
I am.
And who's the postmistress?
Well, you are.
Exactly. And that is the only partnership you should be interested in.
Don't you want to know what he's offering?
I don't care.
But it's a fantastic opportunity, love.
Oh, Vic, you're like a kid in a toy shop. When are you going to realise you can't have everything?
It's work, not play. It's hard graft.
This is our work, Vic. I cannot manage single-handed.
You've always got to think the worst, haven't you?
Is that all you've got in, Viv?
What?
On your notice board. Just that I'm after a flat or a room in a house, just something cheap. There ain't much happening. You haven't seen any more cards, have you?
No, love, sorry.
Yeah, well, give us a shout if something turns up.
Of course. Are you any good with pension books?
You what?
Nothing.
Well, how was it then? No disasters, I hope.
None to speak of. No news of the fella.
Simpson. Good.
And have you enjoyed it?
Oh. Loved every minute of it. Nearly rang you last night and tell you not to bother coming back.
That's a good job you didn't. We might have taken you up on that.
So how is everyone?
Oh, great.
Oh, it's wonderful out there, Jan. The way of life, you just can't compare it.
Even Joe's chilled out, hasn't he?
If that's possible.
Annie looks fantastic.
You enjoyed yourself, Robert?
Brilliant. I'm going to live there when I'm older.
Good luck to you, lad.
This is off me and Victoria.
Oh, thank you, Robert. Oh, that's going straight on top of the telly as soon as I get home.
Gracias, Roberto, that's what they say, innit?
Actually, it's gracias.
Sorry.
It's up to you, Frank. It's your deal.
But I'm asking you what you think.
Well, Kathy has had an awful lot her own way lately. And this friendship, affair, whatever it is, with David Glover hasn't helped. To be honest, I think it's gone to her head.
And what about Rachel? I don't understand that girl. I mean, if you were in her shoes, would you be letting Chris's ex-wife dictate your future? No, you wouldn't. But you know what really makes me mad? To look at her, Kathy. You think butter wouldn't melt. She actively encourages you to think that. But all this time, she's been scheming away behind our backs, getting snippets of information here and there, and stitching us up.
Another day, another dollar, eh, Cupcake?
Yeah, you're in a good mood.
No law against it, isn't there?
No.
I quite like it, actually.
Are we fit, then?
We are?
Hey! Let's be careful out there.
I'll work it out all afternoon. Even if I found another place as good, which is unlikely, there's no point setting up a tea shop in opposition to Frank. The village couldn't sustain more than one.
Well, he might change his mind. I'll see if I can have a word with him.
No, you've got yourself in enough trouble.
Well, he might not go for the tea shop idea. He could have something else in mind.
Yeah. I bet Kim's loving all this.
Yeah, I bet she is.
Right. What are we having?
I'm all right, thanks, Eric.
And me.
Oh, come on. We've got to have a toast.
Look, I'm afraid I'm going to have to pull out of our little arrangement.
Pull out? You haven't even started yet.
I know, but there's been a bit of a misunderstanding. I've talked it over with Viv, and we've realised that I won't have enough time to manage the post office and do the auction thing. Not enough hours in a day.
Ah, right. Well, your loss, old boy.
Yeah, I know, Eric. It's the luck of the draw.
Excuse me.
Happy now?
Hey, listen, I've been thinking. Paula and Jason, they don't get over that often, and, well, I suppose it'll only be for a few days, won't it? Hmm? Dave said you were looking for somewhere to stay. Yeah? Well, you can stay at ours if you like.
I like. Britt, get this man a drink.
Hey, keep it still, because if Frank finds out, then I'll be out on the ear.
My lips are sealed.
Right. Oh, and by the way, you'll have to do your fair share of babysitting.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh, terrible. I think I've lost out on the tea shop premises.
Really?
Yeah. Still, it lets you off the hook, I suppose.
Sorry?
Well, at least you won't get stuck with the design now. Tell Zoe thanks anyway. All right. What you doing?
Biology. Next exams are practical.
Should I offer me body up to medical science?
Don't tempt me.
Come on.
Look, Tina, I can't. I've got masses of revision still to do.
What you on about? We're meeting my mum and dad over the road.
What?
In the Wool Pack to discuss wedding arrangements. I told you.
But, Tina, I'm up to my eyes. Look, the exam was terrible this afternoon. None of the questions I've revised came up. Look, I've got to catch up on the next two papers or I've had it.
So do it when you get back.
Tina!
Come on, we're going to be late. And don't forget your wallet.
I just had a very strange conversation with Kathy. She seems to think I'm going to do the design for her tea shop.
Oh, yes. I bumped into her this morning. I said you might help out.
Did you?
Why? You don't mind, do you?
Yes, actually, I do.
Why? It wouldn't take long. She's a friend.
She's a friend of yours, maybe. I hardly know the woman.
Sorry. I didn't think you'd mind.
Yes, well, you should have thought, shouldn't you? Before you opened your big mouth.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Well, how would you like it if I brought home half the waifs and strays of Yorkshire for you to treat? For nothing?
She would have paid you for it.
Yes. A couple of quid and all the fairy cakes I can eat.
Oh, don't overreact, Emma.
Look, this is my business, Zoe. I happen to take it seriously. I thought you did too. Obviously, I was wrong.
Excuse me.
I don't know what went on this afternoon, but I'm warning you. Come near Tina again and I'll break your legs.
Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad.
All right, darling.
Hi, Tina.
Oh, Luke.
Where's our butch tonight?
Stopping him washing his hair. Hey, look, I've got some smashing ideas for a big day.
Oh, that's great. Listen, Luke, you going to get some drinks in or what?
Right, yeah. What's everyone having?
Ah, Kathy and David together. What a surprise.
Trying to tell me who I can drink with now as well.
No, we've come to pass on some news. But since you're both together, I can kill two birds with one stone. I'm pulling my offer on the shop.
Brilliant.
Oh, it isn't out of sentiment. Nor is it out of respect for either of you. I don't mind telling you, this whole business has left rather a nasty taste in my mouth.
In your mouth?
I'm pulling out because the sooner you're out of Mill Cottage, the sooner Chris, Rachel and the baby can start building their lives together. I've got a strong feeling you were tipped off about that shot, Cathy, while David was on tape business. And I don't like it.
Just a minute.
Save it! I'm not interested. I'll be watching you like a hawk from now on. One more incident like this and you're out. Got me? I'll see you first thing in the morning.
Cheek of it, lecturing us like a pair of naughty school kids. Who does he think he is, Lord High and Mighty?
Just forget it, will you? Look, you've got the shop. That's all that matters.
There you go, love. Hey, Eric. Is that here right? You're back in auction game?
Yes, yes. I shall be selling antiques from the village hall as of next week.
Hey, you into restoration and all that?
Yeah, certainly am.
Done a bit of that myself, you know, in my time.
Have you really?
Oh, aye. Jack of all trades, and before you say it, master of it.
Hello? Ma, there was no need to ring. We got back no trouble. When? On the way back from the airport.
Who is it?
Ma,
What is it?
there's been an accident. On the way back from the airport. It's Joe. He's dead.
Jack, can you hear me? Jack, are you still there? Jack?
Aye, well, life went all the party, weren't you, Al?
Who?
Brit's old man.
Yes, I'm surprised you absented yourself, Brit. It's not like you to desert your post. That's more his line.
Aye, fair dues.
I suppose it was a bit of a shock seeing him after all this time. I mean, how long is it?
What's it matter?
Well, a good while, I dare say.
Hey, it were my fault, Cupcake. I should have tipped you off he were coming in, but he wanted to surprise you. I didn't want to spoil it for him.
Just so long as he's happy. You can start now. You can start the exam.
Have you got that radio out yet?
Nearly.
Oh! What did you do that for, you daft bat?
I couldn't resist you.
Well, try a bit harder next time.
Right, come on, give us some money.
Eh?
Lolly, we're going to get Artie in his wedding dress.
Here,
What's that?
10 quid and I want the change.
A tenner. Your only daughter and you can't get her a decent frock.
Go to Oxfam shop or something. And she'll only be wearing it once. And if there's out left, see if you can't get me a nice pair of breeches.
I'm having this. Come on,
Mum, you can't get a dress for 35 quid.
You're having your frock, love, don't you worry, even if tight behind here won't cough up. Come on, love. Hey, Mary Quant, drive me and your sister into Otten.
I'm hoping me dad.
Go and check 'em out at road.
Oh, if there's anything I can do at all, just give me a call.
I will. Thanks, Alan.
It really is terribly, terribly sad.
Is it true?
Come on, put your back into it. Up yours, Glover.
Hey, what's it like keeping it Nick's then?
It's all right. I have to keep my boots on, though. Keep treading on Lego.
Yeah, that'll be Nick's. Hey, I've got to go into Autumn. Do you fancy coming in?
What now?
Aye.
What about him in charge?
Oh, Frank's gone off with Chris on a jolly, some computer weekend in London.
Oh, what's good for the goose? Driver, take me to the flesh pots of Horton.
Yes, madam. I want a wedding dress. Oh. Something Lady Diana-ish.
Perhaps the Princess Margaret might be more appropriate.
Hey. Oh, no, it's not for me. Go and get her. Look, she's gawping in the window. It's for me daughter. Here she is now. She's wedding a doctor. Very respectable.
You seen the price of some of these, Mum? It's daylight robbery.
Don't you worry about that, love. Daddy'll take care of it.
Oh, you'll have to rob a bank.
Shut it.
Can I go and have a pint?
No, stop here. You get in that boozer, we won't see you again, and you're not driving us home legless. Who is a little tinker?
I'll try this one.
It is £900.
Very reasonable. Go on, love, try it on.
A lot of people thought he and I think even Frank wanted.
Was there ever anything? I'm sorry. It's none of my business.
You know when you meet someone and you're totally in tune with them, I don't know what you call it. It's irrelevant if you end up together, but you both know for that time that anything could have happened. Would have been the most natural thing in the world. Anything was possible. I just feel like a part of me's gone.
I look like a meringue. Well, there's plenty more to go at. Yeah, try this one. Excuse me, can I use your little girl's room?
Yes, it's through there.
Right, I'll leave a penny on the seat. Hey, you. Don't move. I won't be long.
Take as long as you like.
Rachel? Rachel, I've been looking for you everywhere.
I've been shopping, you're right.
I've got some bad
Is
news.
it Chris? What's happened?
No, it's not Chris.
Thank goodness, what is it?
I think we better go back to your place.
Kathy, just tell me.
It's Joe. He's had a road accident in Spain. I'm sorry, Rachel. He's been killed. Oh, Rachel. Look, can you get an ambulance, please?
I only fainted. I'm all right.
Okay, they say it's best you just go in for a checkup.
No, Kathy, I want to go see Jack and Sarah. I need to see them.
You all right? You all right?
I think I'd better go. Kathy, come with me, please.
I'll let Jack and Sarah know.
Kathy, please.
You're sick, you are.
There's no wrong with a man admiring the female form.
You perv. Imagine being banned from a shop for leching.
He's like his dad, great at looking.
Doesn't get us a dress, though, does it?
Well, you have confidence in your mother.
You haven't got that kind of money, Mum. That silk one were lovely.
Do you mean this?
When did you get that?
When I went to Labby.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
It'll go with this and all.
Oh, sad or what?
Hey, I say, we still got your dad's money and all.
Not a bad job, yours, you know, swanning around all day.
Well, it's not so bad if they leave me to it. Tits are so busy watching their own backs, they forget about me.
Give us that watch. I can have it for the wedding.
Dingle alert.
Hey?
Get in here.
Hiya. Caught you skiving then.
We're on company business.
Give us another one. Hey, I got it.
Yeah, well, I hope it's not catching.
Me wedding dress.
You're not going through with all that palaver, are you?
The full Monty. It's going to be mega. All my family's coming.
Robot will have its work cut out.
There you go, Bob. That one's on me.
Oh, you're a good lad, Terry. My Brits found us off a good one. Can't tell you how pleased that makes me.
Hey, I'm just pleased to have met you. I wish I could say the same for Brit.
Oh, she'll come round, son. I've got time. What's a few days against a lifetime, eh?
Nah, you're right. She'll see reason.
I remember, Joe, when I was 15 or 16-year-old, Amos wouldn't serve him.
Quite right, too.
So I used to slip him a bottle of brown ale on my way out.
Oh, Joe.
Why are you here?
Well, there's no mystery, Brit, love. Just want to see you, that's all.
Don't call that.
I'm on my own now. Since Doris died, I've thought about you a lot. I miss you. Just seeing you here, successful, married to a steady chap, I'm that proud.
This is nothing to do with you.
This is my life.
I know that, Pat, but surely we can get to know each other again.
No way. And don't think you can get your feet under the table here.
Do you mind if we join you?
No, please do.
Only we didn't want you to think we was being standoffish. Betty Eggleton. This is Seth Armstrong.
I do. Ronnie Slater.
Terry tells us you'll be staying with Brett.
Yes, she'd like to put me up, but there's no room at the inn, so to speak.
Oh, no room at the end. It's a good one, that. You get it, Seth?
It's biblical.
Oh.
I'm staying at the Dale View.
Oh, that'll be pricey.
Oh, it's worth it just to be near my little girl. I'm on my own now. She's all I got, so money doesn't come into it.
Well, I think we might be able to help you there, mightn't we, Seth?
Might we? I'm not one to ask favours.
Oh, no, this would be a strictly business arrangement. We've been thinking for a while about taking in paying guests, clean sheets, home cooking. Seth here can vouch for me, can't you, Seth?
Aye.
And it'd be half the price you pay at the Dale View, just over at road from Britt. How does that grab you?
I wouldn't want charity.
Now, give over. It'll be strictly business. Hey, Britt, I bet we've made you happy. Your dad's moving into cottage with us.
Biology practical was a real pain.
Eh?
Exam this morning.
Oh.
3 hours dissecting a flipping onion.
Hey, I had a brilliant morning, Luke. You should see the dress we got.
No, I bet you look great.
Mum and Dad are pulling out all the stops for the wedding. You know they haven't got much money, though.
No, it doesn't matter. We'll just have to keep things modest.
Luke, we're getting married. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event. It means such a lot to them.
It does to me, too.
I know. You'll be able to help towards it, though, won't you?
Well, I want to. Look, I'll see what I can raise.
Oh, thanks, Luke. It's going to be brilliant. Hey, listen, let's go to the Woolpack tonight and celebrate. It's dead exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's you.
Do you like my flag of truce?
I thought it was a grimy hanky.
Well, I thought it might be in your bad books.
Why?
Because I haven't been in touch.
I didn't expect you to be.
Well, that's okay, then. I've been over in Geneva.
It's no big deal.
I just thought I'd come in to say.
Thanks.
I, don't suppose you fancy coming out with me again?
Yeah, if you like. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, Kathy, what do you want? No, Chris is away with Frank for the day. In labour? But it isn't due for another month at least. All right, I'll try and raise them. Maternity ward at the General. Right. Thanks.
Is it Kathy?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Rachel's asked if you'll stay with her.
Sorry?
Come into the delivery suite until her partner arrives.
That could be some time. Chris is out on business.
Well, you're obviously a close friend.
Not really. I just happened to be there when...
It doesn't matter. Right now, she just needs a friendly face. And sometimes girlfriends are more useful than boyfriends.
Are you sure she wants me there?
This way.
Are you ticklish again? Biff,
I think so.
what are you doing here?
Oh, Nick's letting us doss here for a couple of days.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I should be back at work. Just had a couple of pints at dinner in Otten. Listen, you don't mind me staying, do you?
Of course not.
Cheers.
What's up?
Lego! Well, I deserve it, don't I, Spud?
Yeah.
You little tyke.
I don't suppose Frank or Chris have been in touch.
Well, they should be on the shuttle back now. Any message if they call?
Rachel's gone into labour. She's at Houghton General.
All right, that's great. So you'll be a granny.
It's supposed to help music.
That isn't.
Oh, come and dance.
I'm working. Get that?
Hello. Just popped by to see how you were. A bit loud, isn't it? How's studies coming along?
Yeah, okay. Fine.
Good, good. Well, I'd like to see a young man who knows where he's going.
We're getting married, Mr. Pollard.
Yes. Yes, I believe. I'll see if I can't find a nice little present for you both.
Did you want something?
I just came to see how you were getting along.
Ace.
Ace, yeah. Good. Well, listen, whilst I'm here, why don't I give you one of these? If you're going to be setting up home together, it might be of interest. I'm going to be running auctions from the village hall.
Well, I'm a bit strapped. To be honest, we haven't really thought about buying furniture.
Hey, auctions are about buying and selling. If you want to raise some cash, get your hands on some readies, well, you'd be surprised what some items fetch.
I have nothing to sell.
No? Well, what about the dresser? Hmm? And the blanket box? And I'll tell you what, there's no shortage of buyers for a clock like that.
How much?
It's not for sale.
No, well, of course not. It's interesting, isn't it, how people's values differ. For some people, a piece of furniture they hardly even notice is worth a king's ransom. For other people, they have different values. Family, children, home. Now, those are what really matter. What do you think?
How are you now, Rachel? It was a good thing your friend was there.
I know. Oh. The baby's not due for another 6 weeks. Will it be all right?
Oh, everything's fine.
Oh, I wish Chris was here.
Hey, Kim's trying to get in touch with Chris now. It's all right. Hey, come on now. There's no need to worry. I'm sure Chris will make it for the big event.
Oh, it's not that. I'm sorry, Kathy. I shouldn't have dragged you here.
Hey, I'd be the same.
I feel so selfish. This must be the last place you want to be. I'm having your husband's baby. Oh. Oh. Honestly, I don't mind if you go.
I'll stay with you until Chris arrives, yeah?
I'll be oh.
That really was special, Betty.
Give over. It's not but a bit of tea.
Since when have we had serviettes?
Can I tempt you to a fig biscuit?
Oh, I couldn't. I'll have one.
No, you know what you're like after fig biscuits.
I'm off for a pint.
Are you going too, Ron? See that girl of yours?
Later, I'll help you wash up first.
Oh, nay, there's no need for that.
No, I'd like to.
Oh, you're a real gentleman, ain't he, Seth? Ronnie, a true gent.
Aye, a proper saint.
You know, Seth wasn't sure about having lodgers. He never thought he'd get someone like you. Did you, Seth?
She hasn't been her usual cheerful self since her father turned up.
Yeah, she's moody. What woman isn't?
Well, not brave. Well, not without good cause.
Nah, fair enough. No, she fell out with her old man when he got remarried. It's all water under the bridge as far as I'm concerned. Life's too short, eh, Al?
Yes. A lot of people in the village are feeling that today.
Of course, she didn't think much of it when I said she'd be a granny.
Well, she's some grandmother, don't she?
I think she'd have been chuffed up for Chris and Rachel.
Oh, no. Dates are only chuffed when there's a big price tag on something. She's maybe upset over Joe Sutton.
You're going soft, Nick. Making excuses for her.
Oh, you're sensitive, aren't you, lover?
Oh, well, that's what you said to me when you were jumping all over me this afternoon.
So how's your lodger doing?
He's gone down well in some quarters.
He's a good bloke. Sound.
So I keep hearing.
Here's to Luke and Tina.
Very civil of you to get this round in, lad. Very civil.
You know, Dad's really taken to you.
Me dad'll take to anyone who'll stand him a drink.
You could learn a bit from Luke.
Oh, aye. I'll just nip out and put someone up the stick.
Less of that.
At least we know you could do something right.
It's all right for him. It's not his mum and dad that's selling out for a wedding.
Luke knows that. He knows the sacrifices you're making. That's why he's offered to pay for it, haven't you?
No.
You're a scholar and a gentleman, lad. I'll be proud to call you son. And you can call me Dad.
Go on, then. Dad. Go on.
Thanks. Dad. Today of all days, I knew we shouldn't have gone.
She wasn't due for weeks.
I just hope everything's okay. Kathy! Where's Rachel? Is she all right?
The baby. Has she had the baby?
It's a boy, Chris.
Brilliant. Well done, son.